Children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So we'll continue division today. Now look at this question here. Find the missing numbers. 33,292 is equal to dash into 14. See children, if you remember, if we have one addend, say 15 plus dash is equals to 21. Okay, we had one addend and sum. We need to find out the other addend. What did we do? We subtracted the addend from the sum. Yes, the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we subtracted. In the same way, here we are having one of the numbers in multiplication is missing, but the product is given here. So what should you do? You should divide these two. The opposite of multiplication is division. Okay, for addition we subtracted. In the same way, to find out the number that is to be multiplied with, we need to divide. So what will be how to find out the answer for this? 33,292 divided by 14. Yes, now let us do that. 33292 divided by 14. This 33,292 divided by 14. Yes children, I have already written the 14th table here. Now let us start dividing. Now 33 comes between these two, so we'll go with the smaller number. 14 twos are 28. When we subtract 13 minus 8, 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. Yes, now we'll bring another number down, 52. Now 52 comes in between these two and we'll go with the smaller number. 14 threes are 42. When we subtract 1, 0. Now bringing another number down here, 109. Yes children, so we'll go for 14 sevens are 98. Now when we subtract, what will we be left with? 9 minus 8, 1. 0 minus 9 is not possible, so we'll borrow. 10 minus 9 is 1. We are left with 11. Yes, now again we'll bring 2 down. See, 14 8s are 112. Yes children, 14 8s are 112. So that is the exact number that will divide here. So 112 minus 112 is 0. What is our answer? 2378. So we can say that 33,292 is equal to 2378 into 14. Clear children? So when you have to find out one number in the multiplication and the product is already given, you need to divide the product by the given number so that you will get the other number. In the same way, we have to solve question number B and C. Yes children, I hope you can solve this. Moving on to question number 3. Calculate and fill in the missing numbers. See, again here divisor and dividend is given. We have to find out the remainder and quotient. It is just the same normal division. 5,74,685 divided by 13. Yes children, this is our question. So when such a question is given, what will you do? We'll divide and we'll get the remainder and quotient. Yes, so that is what it is here. So from these questions, I'll solve question number B. Okay, I'll solve what question children? Question number B. What is it? 9,77,200 divided by 56. So we'll take a blank slide. 9,77,200 divided by 56. First, what should we do? We should write the 56 table. Yes, 56 ones are 15, 56 twos are. If you remember, how should we write the multiplication table children? Here 2 6 are 12. 2 written here, 1 carried. 2 5s are 10 plus 1 becomes 11. Yes, now 56 3s are 3 6 are 18. 8 written here, 1 carried. 3 5s are 15 plus 1 becomes 16. In the same way, 56 4s are becomes 224. 56 5s are becomes 280. 56 6s are becomes 336 and 56 7s are becomes 392. Okay children, so first step is done. We have written the multiplication table that we need to perform this division. Now let us start dividing. If you look at the first two numbers, 97. It comes between 56 and 112. We'll go with what? We'll go with the smaller number. 56 ones are 56. Now when we subtract 7 minus 6 1, 9 minus 5 4. Now bringing another number down, that is 417 children. Now let us write 56 8s are and also check. 6 8s are 48, 8 here, 4 carried, 8 5s are 40, 40 plus 4, 44. So what should we go with? We should go with 56 7s are 392. Now when we subtract 7 minus 2 5, 1 minus 9 is not possible, so we'll borrow 11 minus 9 2, 3 minus 3 is 0. Yes. Now bringing another number down, that is 2. Now 252 comes where? Comes here between 224 and 280. Again going with the smaller number. 56 4s are 224. Now when we subtract, again children, here 2 minus 4 is not possible, right? So we'll borrow. 2 becomes 12, 5 becomes 4, 12 minus 4 8, 4 minus 2 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now bringing another number down, that is 0, 280. Now look at this children, we are having the number that will exactly divide. Wait a minute, yes. So 280, I am writing this 280 here. 56 5s are 280. When we subtract, 0 will be the answer. Again we are having another 0, right children? It is important to bring that 0 down. See, we are bringing 1 0 down. Now 56 zeros are 0 and then the remainder will be our 0. Okay children? It is important to bring this 0 down and then multiply it with 0. Okay? Now suppose after this, we have completed till this, right? So after this, if I have 3 zeros, I can simply put 3 zeros here in the quotient. Okay? So the number of zeros in the dividend will be equal to the number of zeros in the quotient. Now see, here we are having only 1 0, right? So I am keeping only 1 0 here. If we had 2 zeros, I should write 2 zeros in the quotient as well. I hope this is clear. What is our answer? Our answer is 17,450. This is our quotient and 0 is our remainder. So 17,450 is our quotient and 0 is our remainder. Okay children, I hope this was clear. It is just a normal division, right? Yes. Now here is a challenge for us. Find out the smallest number that should be subtracted from 48,246 such that it is completely divisible by 7. So for this kind of questions, what should we do is, what numbers do we have? 48,246 and 7. Yes children. Now which is the divisor in this? This is our divisor. They have written that it should be divisible by 7. So it is our divisor. Or else if you remember what I said, smaller number is always the divisor. 7 is the smaller number. So this is our divisor. So we should divide these two numbers children. Okay. We are having two questions here. We need to find out the smallest number that should be subtracted from this and also that should be added to it such that the number becomes completely divisible by 7. So whenever such a question is given, we need to divide the two numbers first. So let us start dividing. 48,246 divided by 7. Let us write the table first. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28, 7 fives are 35, 7 sixes are 42, 7 sevens are 49. Okay children. Now let us write it first. 7 eights are 56. Now let us start dividing. 4 is less than 7, so it's not possible. We'll go for 48. Now 48 comes between 42 and 49, going with the smaller number. 7 6 are 42. When we subtract, 8 minus 2 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now bringing another number down, we have 62 here. Now see, 7 9s are 63 and 7 8s are 56. So we'll go with 7 8s are. 7 8s are 56. When we subtract, 2 minus 6 is not possible. So we'll borrow 12 minus 6 is 6. 5 minus 5 is 0. Yes, children. Now bringing another number down, we have 64. Excuse me, children. 7 nines are 63 and 7 tens are 70. Yes, we should go with which number? 7 nines are 63. So 7 nines are 63. When we subtract, 1 is remaining. And lastly, bringing 6 down. If you bring 6 down, the number here is 16. Now this is nearer to 14 here. The smaller number than 16 is 14. So we'll go with that. 7 twos are 14. Now when we subtract, 6 minus 4 is 2 and 1 minus 1 is 0. What is the answer, children? 2. 2 is remaining. Yes, 2 is the remainder here. So whenever such a question is given, we need to subtract the remainder from the dividend. Okay, the number that should be subtracted from the given number to make it completely divisible by 7 is always the remainder. Whatever is remaining, we should subtract. So 48,246 minus 2 becomes what? 48,244. Now this number will be completely divisible, exactly divisible by 7. Understood, children? This was our first question. What was it? What number should be subtracted from 48,246 to make it completely divisible by 7? Now coming to the second question, what number should be added? Should be added to 48,246 to make it completely divisible by 7. Now what is the remainder here? Sorry, what is the divisor here? 7. Now what did we get as our remainder? 2. Yes, so what is the difference between these two? 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. So 5 should be added to the given number so that it becomes exactly divisible by 7. Understood, children? When they ask you to find out the number that should be subtracted, it is our remainder. And when they ask you to find out the number that should be added, it is the difference between the divisor and the remainder. The difference between what? The difference between the divisor and the remainder. Clear, children? I hope this is clear, right? The number that should be subtracted will be our remainder and the number that should be subtracted will be the difference between divisor and the remainder. Yes, after adding this difference, the number becomes exactly completely divisible by 7, and after subtracting remainder from the given number, it becomes completely divisible by 7. I'll take a small example and explain you this. Suppose there are, say, 10 chocolates are there which need to be distributed among 3 children. Okay, so how will you distribute? 3, 3, 3. Yes, 3, 3, 3 becomes what? 9. 3 plus 3 plus 3 becomes 9 and 1 will be remaining. Yes, children. So this is our remainder here. So when I subtract the remainder from the given number, 10 minus 1 is what? 9. 10 minus 9 becomes 1 becomes 9. So 9 here is exactly divisible among 3 children. So when we have only 9 chocolates, we can divide exactly those between 3 children as 3, 3 and 3. Clear, right? When we subtracted the remainder from the given number, first we had 10, the remaining number is 1. So when we subtracted remainder from the given number, the resulting number is exactly divisible by 3 here, dividing among 3 children. So how to find out the number that should be added? So here 1 is our remainder, 10 is the given number. So here the divisor is 3 and the remainder is 1. So let us take the difference. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So when we add this 2 to the given number, 10 plus 2 becomes what, children? 10 plus 2 becomes 12. So this 12 is exactly divisible between 3 children. What will be the answer now here? We can divide these 12 chocolates in terms of 4, 4 and 4. Each children will exactly get 4 chocolates. Understood, right? How this concept of adding or subtracting a given number works? Yes. Now moving on to facts on remainders. Let us recall the divisibility by 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, etc. Division by 1000. The last 3 digits become the remainder. Division by 10,000. The last 4 digits become the remainder. Division by 1 lakh. The last 5 digits become the remainder. If you observe the pattern here, children, see 1000 has 3 zeros, so the last 3 digits become the remainder. 10,000 has 4 zeros, so the last 4 digits become the remainder. 1 lakh has 5 zeros, so the last 5 digits become the remainder. They are saying this. Suppose a question is given as divide 5863 by 1000. Let us divide and see. Now in 1000, 1000 ones are 1000, 1000 twos are 2000, 3s are 3000, 4s are 4000 and 5s are 5000, 6s are 6000. Yes children, this 5863 comes between 5000 and 6000. We are going with the smaller number. 1000 5s are 5000. When we subtract, what will be remaining? 863. 863 is less than 1000. We cannot divide it further. Yes children, we cannot divide it further. So 863 will become our remainder. Now in 1000, see, the 863 is what? 863 are the last 3 digits of the given number. So this proves that whenever we divide a number by 1000, the last 3 digits become the remainder. Now when they ask you a question such as 7621 divided by 1000, write the quotient and the remainder. Just now what did we learn? 1000 has 3 zeros, so the last 3 digits become the remainder, 621. And what about this 7? 7 becomes our quotient. Okay children? So when such a question is asked, you need not divide. Okay? We can simply write the answer. Dividing by 1000 means last 3. Yes children, in the same way let us see how to divide a number by 10,000 and 1 lakh. See in 1000 what did we do? 1000 has 3 zeros here, so the last 3 digits become the remainder. In the same way, when we divide a number, say 76,531 by 10,000. Now 10,000 has how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 10,000 has 4 zeros. So from the given number also, the last 4 digits 1, 2, 3, 4 become our remainder. 6,531 is our remainder, and when coming to the quotient, again the remaining digits become our quotient. So the same is applied to 1 lakh as well. The last 5 digits become the remainder. Suppose 75 lakhs 21,342 divided by 1 lakh. Okay children, now again 1 lakh has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So the last 5 digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These become our remainder. What is this? 21,342. Now coming to the quotient, the remaining digits, that is our 75, becomes the quotient. Okay children. So in this way, even without calculating, you can write the answers for division by 1000, 10,000 and 1 lakh. Now let us do this exercise where we have to write the remainders without doing actual division. See, they are asking us only remainder. This is 4,51,203 divided by 1000. See children, 3 zeros, so the last 3 digits 203 becomes our remainder. Now coming to question number 2, 3,78,948 divided by 1000. Again 3 zeros, so the 3 digits 948 become our remainder. Coming to question number 3, 9,87,412 divided by 1000. 3 zeros, so the last 3 digits 412 become our remainder. Coming to question number 4, 9,64,023 divided by 10,000. 4 zeros, so the last 4 digits 4,023 become our remainder. Yes children. Coming to question number 5, again here 4 zeros, so the 4 digits 2,453 become the remainder. In question number 6, 4 zeros in 10,000, right? So 8,549 will be our remainder. In question number 7, 1 lakh has 5 zeros. So these 5 digits 45,012 is our remainder. Question number 8, again 5 zeros. So the 5 digits 87,564 is the remainder. The question number 9, again 46,050 divided by 1 lakh. Here 5 zeros and 5 digits, the whole is our remainder. We cannot even divide this number. Why? Because what is this? This is our dividend. This is our divisor. Yes, children, the dividend is less than the divisor. So it is not possible to divide 46,050 by 1 lakh. I hope this was clear, children. Now moving on to word problems. Okay, let us solve word problems based on division. Example 1. A rocket travelled a distance of 3,45,609 kilometers in 13 hours. It travelled equal distance in the 12 hours and some additional distance in the 13th hour. Find out the distance covered by the rocket in the 13th hour. What are they saying? There is a rocket which travelled how much? Which travelled a distance of 3,45,609 kilometers. Okay, children? In how many hours? In 13 hours. Now it travelled equal distance in 12 hours and some additional distance in the 13th hour. In the first 12 hours, it travelled equal distance. What did it do in the 13th hour? It travelled additional distance in the 13 hours. That means in this 3,45,609 kilometers to be divided by 12. Okay, so that will give us equal distance travelled. Yes, children, we learnt in our first class of division, right? I mean in the previous class, the division means what? Division means equal distribution, dividing it equally. So when we divide 3,45,609 kilometers by 12, then we'll get the equal distance travelled in the 12 hours. And the additional distance means what here? The remaining distance. After dividing, whatever we are remaining with, that means the remainder. Yes, the remainder will be the number of kilometers travelled by the rocket in the 13th hour. Yes, children, now let us look at the problem. What will be the first step? First step will be to write the information given in the question. So what is the information given here? 3,45,609. Now what is this? This is the total distance. This is what? This is the total distance travelled by the rocket is equal to 3,45,609 kilometers. It is given that for the first 12 hours, the rocket travelled the same distance in each hour. Yes, children, in the first 12 hours, the rocket travelled the same distance. So the distance covered in each hour except in the 13th hour will be equal to the quotient of 3,45,609 divided by 12. Yes, 12 divided by 3,45,609. Now if you take the first digit, that is 3. 3 is less than the divisor. We cannot divide. So we'll take the 2 digits. 34. Now 34 is nearer to 12. 2s are 24. So when we subtract 34 minus 24, we get 10. And 5 is brought down. Now 105 is nearer to 12. 8s are 96. So 8 in the quotient. 96 here. When we subtract, 9 will be the difference. And bringing 6 down. Again, just now as we know, 12 8s are 96. So when we subtract, 0 will be our answer. Bringing the next digit down, that is 0. Now how many times does 0 go in the 12th table, children? Yes, 0 times. So 12 zeros are 0. When we subtract, again 0 will be our answer. 9 is the next digit, that is bringing down. Yes, 9 is brought down. Now 9 we cannot further divide it. Yes or no, children? We cannot further divide it. That means, see. Now this 9 here is less than 12. Is less than 12. We do not, 12 ones are 12. So what is the lesser number than 12? 0. So 12 zeros are 0 again. So 9 minus 0 is 9. This is our difference. We cannot further divide it here. Yes or no? We cannot further divide this 9. So this 9 becomes our remainder. This 28,800 becomes our what? Becomes our quotient. Now this quotient is what, children? Just now we have learned that it will be the equal distance travelled in the 12th hour. The quotient will be equal to the equal distance travelled in each hour except in the 13th hour. So the distance travelled by rocket in each hour is equal to 28,800 kilometers, that is our quotient, and in the 13th hour the rocket travelled 9 kilometers. But before ending the class, children, let us take a look at another word problem. What is this? A company recruited 23 employees with rupees 12,456 as monthly salary for each. What did the company do? It recruited 23 employees. That means it has selected 23 employees to work in their company. With what? With 12,456 as monthly salary for each. For each month, each of these employees will get 12,456 rupees. The company had kept rupees 28,750 as bonus for these 23 employees. Find out the salary of each employee for 12 months including the bonus. Also find the total salary of the employees including the bonus. Now what does this bonus means, children? Bonus means extra salary received. Okay, if your parents give you any other extra amount other than your regular pocket income, then that will be your bonus. So what should we do here? We should find out the salary of each employee including the bonus. Yes, first what is given? Coming to the solution, first information is given as what? 12,456. What is this? Salary of one employee for 1 month. What is this? This is the salary of one employee for 1 month. Now what do we need to find out? We need to find out the salary for 12 months. How will we do that, children? Yes, multiplication. So the salary of one employee for 12 months is equal to rupees 12,456 into 12. Now when we multiply, we have already did multiplications, right, children? So I am not showing the multiplication part here again. The answer becomes what? Rupees 1,49,472. Now what is this? This is the salary of an employee for 12 months. But we need to find out the salary including the bonus. Now here the bonus is given as 28,750 rupees. Yes, children? Yes. So this bonus is what? It is for 23 employees. It is to be distributed among 23 employees. So the bonus amount for one employee will be what? Yes, 28,750 divided by 23. 28,750 divided by 23. First step is what, children? We need to write the table of 23. Yes, 23 ones are 23, 23 twos are 3 twos are 6, 2 twos are 4, 46, 23 threes are 3 threes are 9, 3 twos are 6, so 69, 23 fours are 4 threes are 12, 1 carried, 4 twos are 8 plus 1 9, 23 fives are 5 threes are 15, 1 carried, 5 twos are 10 plus 1 11. Now 2 is less than 23, so we cannot divide, so we'll go for 28. Now 28 comes here, going for the lesser number. 23 ones are 23. When we subtract, 8 minus 3 5, 2 minus 2 0. Yes, children? Bringing another number down, so we have 57 here. 57 comes between 46 and 69. Yes, now we should go for the smaller number. 23 twos are 46. Again when we subtract, 7 minus 6 1, 5 minus 4 1. Now bringing another digit down, 115. See, 115 is exactly divisible by 23. 23 5s are 115. When we subtract, 0. Yes, children? Now after this again we are having another 0 down. So what did I say? If you remember, now again 23 zeros are 0. So when we subtract, then we will have 0 as our remainder. So 1,250 is our quotient. Yes, children, we are having 1 0 here that we have brought down. So it So 10 also comes in the quotient here. 1250 is our answer. Now what is this? This is the bonus amount for one employee. Yes, we've already found out the salary of one employee for 12 months. Yes children, to that we need to add our bonus. 1,49,472 plus 1,250. Now when we add these two, the total answer will be rupees 1,50,722. Okay children, 1,50,722. Now what is this? See, understand carefully. What is this? This is the salary of each employee for 12 months including the bonus. Yes, we've added the bonus. Now we need to find out the total salary of all employees including the bonus. Now this is for one employee. The salary of all employees becomes what? Multiplied with 23. As there are 23 employees, we need to multiply this salary by 23. 150,722 into 23. Now how to multiply children? 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 21. 1 here, 2 carried, 3 zeros are 0 plus 2, 3 5s are 5, 15, 5 here 1 carried, 3 1s are 3 plus 1 becomes 4. Yes, clear? Now coming to the second digit, that is 2. Now a new digit means new line, and then if you remember children, after 2 we are having one digit, so placing 1 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, 4 here 1 carried, 2 zeros are 0 plus 1, 2 5s are 10, 0 here 1 carried, 2 1s are 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Now what to do? We need to add these two partial products. 6 plus 0 6, 6 plus 4 10, 1 carried, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 4 6, again 2 plus 4 6, 5 plus 1 6, 4 plus 0 4 and 3. What is the answer children? 34,66,606 rupees. Now what is this? This is the total salary of all employees including the bonus received. Understood children? Word problems on division. Yes, I hope today's class was clear.